Hello, everybody. Where is my Zoom? There we are. There we are. Okay,
Checking in. How's everybody feeling?
there it is. Where is my Zoom? There we are. There we are.
Checking in. How's everybody feeling?
Excuse me. My phone was still talking out loud.
Oh, I got to Zoom. I always forget to log into beforehand. I got to see what people are saying.
Good evening, everybody. There's Jane.
Hi, Jane.
If I don't move my head fast, the headache's not bad. It's when I move it fast.
I'm sorry about that. That's never fun.
There's Jane and Chris and Deborah and Lisa.
Hello.
I'm going to just wait just a few seconds. Carol. I've got my gong players on here
Hello,
tonight.
Carol. All your gong players. Yeah.
Full moon. Woo.
Ooh.
Doo, doo, doo. Hey, Deborah.
And Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
It's good to see you guys tonight. So funny, like I had a day off today and it's like, oh God, I got to take a shower. Somewhat brush the hair and brush the teeth. We have to brush the teeth before we live broadcast on Zoom.
Isn't that funny? I'm so glad to know I'm not the only one that does that.
No, you're not.
Every time.
But it feels so good afterwards, and I always remind myself, like, remember how good this feels.
Exactly.
And then I still kind of push it a little bit on the weekends. So.
Yeah, me too. My weekends are Monday and Tuesday
Hello,
usually.
Jennifer Lynn. Hello, Deborah. Hey, look, Jennifer's one of your top fans.
I know. I don't know how to do that.
Facebook does it. Like when people post, it actually gives you the ability to like get your badge.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'm supposed to say hi to the top fans. Hi, Jennifer.
She's not ignoring the rest, I promise you.
I know, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out Facebook. So,
oh my gosh.
we'll let Veronica open and then we'll play.
Absolutely. So I was watching Natalie Goldberg. If people don't know who she is, she's the author of Writing Down the Bones and all these lovely books. And she was at the Upaya Zen Center. And she was talking about her Zen master, and she was in Minnesota Zen Center, and she would just drag herself at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to the center. And he said to her once, because, she was like, this is really early. And he's like, I'm not here for you, and I'm not here for the Minnesota Zen Center. I'm here for all sentient beings. And so that's what we're doing. We gather, and I just invite you to drop into your heart. We gather together for all beings everywhere. We gather in love, we gather in light, we gather in joy, despite any appearance in the condition of the world. We gather so that our lives are flowing, and we gather so other lives are flowing. And we gather in the name of love so that love leads in every moment. So I am just so grateful for every person who connects with us now in the circle of light, the circle of love. And I'm so grateful for Jody and Cori and all who have been guests before and all who are coming. But what I'm grateful for is the awareness that when we two or more are gathered, that love multiplies, radiates, and that we can ignite something greater for all beings everywhere. So I bless this time together. I bless each person who is on this Zoom. I bless each person who receives it when they receive it, and those who may think that it's a wind tickling them or the sound of chimes, but it's really the laughter that we reverberate from here and the love that we radiate from here that is lifting each person in this moment. So I call this time so beautiful and a blessing as I bow in gratitude to those who add their light, to those who receive their light, and this opportunity to serve from our heart. And we just simply affirm it by saying, and so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So tonight, it's night, right? Tonight we have Cori Berg joining us. Cori read this amazing poem in women's group on Saturday, and Jane and I are like, oh God, please do it. Please do it on a broadcast. And Cori, I'm going to let you talk about what you do because it's so important with what's going on right now.
Sure. So I am actually a director of a childcare center here in Dallas, and I've been running essential childcare from the very beginning. mainly because we felt where we were situated near the medical district that we really needed to serve our community and serve our families. And as part of that, I helped train teachers both on humanizing all these kind of difficult pandemic protocols in working with families and directors working with staff, but also doing a lot of work on mindset and resilience and honoring how difficult it is and not being toxic positive, but real positive. And so I run a page for that, ECE from the Heart. But I met Jody on my own self-care path, working with sound healing and that. So I'm so excited to be invited here today. Can I share a little bit about this poem, about how I ended up sharing it? Because it's kind of a cool story. So myself and my own work that I'm doing, trying to take care of myself, I joined this inner NBA program. And one of the meditation teachers is Jack Kornfield. And I heard his first meditation that he led, and he said this poem. And when I loved it off the bat. And when he said the name of the poet, I just went, well, that is really strange. Because that's the name of the chaplain, my chaplain, when I was in seminary over 25 years ago. And I'm like, I wonder if it's the same person. So I got on the internet, and sure enough, it was. And so I felt like I'd been kind of down this dark path, and somebody had just left a light on for me, you know? And then a couple of weeks later, this past week, again, I was having kind of a hard week, and I was doing some prep for my own talk this week, and I was reading Tara Brach's book on compassion. And what do I see again? The very first quote in the book is from this poem. And I went, this is just so bizarre. So again, another light left on my own dark path. And so I read it for our women's group, and I hope it resonates and feeds somebody's soul tonight. And so it's written by Martha Postlewaite. She is a United Methodist pastor, and the unique thing about her is that she now is a pastor of a recovery church in St. Paul, Minnesota, that specifically ministers to people handling addiction in their life. So the very human side of it. So
Thank you. And what we are going to do is a slow version call and response, where Cori will read a line and I'll play, special request, all 5 chimes, one at a time. And then she'll read it just whole. It's a short poem. And so we're gonna weave music and words and sacred sound through words and music. So let me change my sound and let's rock and roll.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The clearing. Do not try to save the whole world. Or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing. In the dense forest of your life. And wait there patiently. Until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands. And you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world. So worthy of rescue. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hand and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world, so worthy of rescue.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Fairy bells. Ah, that was just as pretty the second time I heard it.
Yeah,
and the third.
Beautiful. You'll post that too, right?
Hmm? I'll get it in there. I'll type it in. So in our cupped hands. And notice that is the receiving posture, which I don't know about the rest of you, but I sometimes have trouble receiving. So it's a good thing to remember.
Yes.
Especially people who create so much have a hard time receiving, I think, or care a lot.
You got to look at it as the breath, because if you're going to exhale in the giving, you must inhale, which is the receiving. So it's a circular dance. It's a reciprocal dance.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh,
that was beautiful, Cori. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we actually somewhat finished. We didn't finish on time. It's 8:13.
We did well.
We're doing multiples of 8. So 8 times 2 is 16. You know, we're being very creative with that. So.
Oh, that's funny. So thank you all for being here with us. Cori, thank you so much for being willing to read it.
Yes, thank you.
And Veronica, my partner in sacred laughter.
That's right. That's right. Commitment to sit, to laugh, to be through, move through it all.
Yeah.
Add our light and lift each other when sometimes someone's more tired than the other person. We're here for each other.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So everybody on Facebook Live.
Yes, all of the regulars. I love them.
Oh, this is so cool. I love it. So we'll be here tomorrow. I have no idea if anybody's.
We have no idea.
I don't know who's on the calendar tomorrow. I didn't look at it.
We don't know.
It might be
not. It's us.
Yeah. So y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, peaceful Sunday evening, and love you much. And I'm gonna unlive us here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.